In some ways, it feels like Thanksgiving morning. Remember the past, anticipate the future, and celebrate the present.
We're getting ready for an outdoor Thanksgiving, friendsgiving, and Peter's gonna smoke the turkey.
In some ways, it feels like Thanksgiving morning. Partially because we decorated the house for Christmas last night. We got 1 Christmas tree. We've got 2 Christmas trees. We've got, wait for it, 3 Christmas trees, and we're not mad about it. We're
also not done.
We're not done either. I think we have 2 more little trees.
Because we found a couple on the side of the road from our neighbor.
Yes, we found, I think it was last year, we found a couple on the side of the road. Like this tree right here, it had a dead string of lights in it. And so we just added an extra string of lights to give it life. And it's amazing what even a cheap, you know, not like the fancy branches tree, but you put, well, this one we did red baubles and Christmas ornaments and birds.
And instruments?
Sorry, Christmas ornaments. By Christmas ornaments, I meant musical instruments.
And mushrooms.
And mushrooms.
Sparkling mushrooms.
They are pretty great. The majority of these ornaments, minus baubles, have come from a little candy shop by Mary's parents' house. I guess maybe not the birds. Well, some of the birds came from there.
Yeah, I think so.
But like most of the musical instruments came from there, and kind of a Christmas tradition for Mary. You get a gift certificate to this candy store, and they've got Christmas knickknacks in the store. Anyways, it feels like Thanksgiving morning, I think partially because I knew I needed to smoke the turkey, and so we came downstairs, we put on some Christmas music, we had our coffee, and I started getting the turkey ready. It's on the smoker, and guys, it's looking good. I made my first smoked turkey, I guess 2 years ago on Thanksgiving, or not on Thanksgiving. I think I did it a couple weeks before, and we had it with friends. And I mean, look at this. For me, smoked turkey, I'm not sure anything's better. Fried turkey's pretty good too, but I love the smoky flavor, and I don't know, it's just fun for me to have an excuse to use the smoker. The other thing is, Ollie and I took a walk, W-A-L-K this morning, and I saw his ears go whoop. And I think because we had our first frost this weekend, a lot of the leaves fell to the ground, and it's just like we're walking through the woods and there's leaves on the ground and they're all different colors.
Amazing miracle of turkey?
Yes. I dripped a little bit coming in.
Coming in hot.
Coming in hot, literally.
That looks incredible.
I just finished doing some work up on the online store, and I wanted to mention some of you have sent us messages and questions about our sweatshirts, because you may have noticed if you've been on our store lately that the only sweatshirt we have available is our mustard colored Take the Next Step hoodie. It's because the supplier that we were using to make and ship our sweatshirts discontinued the style of sweatshirts that we were using, and we are exploring what our other options are, and so we don't have anything in place at the moment. So for right now, the only sweatshirt available is the Take the Next Step hoodie that we ship from our home. We're exploring even the option of maybe we do some more sweatshirts from our home, but we got to figure it all out.
What about the gray crew neck?
Ah, yes, we do have, that's true. So there are two. There's a crew neck, a gray Take the Next Step crew neck, and then the mustard color Take the Next Step hoodie. And then we're hoping in the next month or so we'll have some more options available. But for right now, t-shirts and long sleeve t-shirts are all still available.
Yeah.
So just wanted to mention that while I was thinking about it. And I also think that we should put out our front stoop trees. We got these last year, and they're little I guess we have more than 2 more Christmas trees. We've got, I don't know if these count as Christmas trees, but they go on the front steps and spread Christmas cheer for all to hear. All right, we will wire up some extension cords with, last year I got like an outdoor smart plug that I plug in here, and then it automatically turns these on at night, which is super fun. Okay, I think Mary's getting in the car because we need to get on the road to go to our friend's place for our little get together. Well, we just got home and had such a sweet evening. We sat out, bundled in the cold, and we sang some Christmas carols, which was amazing. I think they did it for us, for Mary and I. I think most people aren't quite there on the Christmas, embracing the Christmas celebrations yet. A lot of people, you might be one of them, wait till after Thanksgiving, but I totally respect that. But in this household, the Christmas music is blaring. Anyways, we had a sweet time. We sang together. We spent some time at our friends, prayed for Mary and I as we look forward to welcoming a little baby into our lives. And we were reflecting tonight on, this is the same group of friends that we met when we first moved here to Durham. And this was 2.5 years ago, or not even 2.5 years ago, like 2 years ago and a month. We met this group of friends, and literally the day after we moved, we had dinner together. And it was just some connections we had made through a church that we visited, and it was a sweet, sweet moment where Mary and I told our story, 2 years ago, that we moved here because of the hospital. And somebody tonight said, you moved here for a lung transplant and now you're expecting a baby. And we just sat, and Mary and I wept just thinking about the sweet, sweet gift of this little one coming into our family, and to the journey that brought us to here, and having friends that come alongside us and kind of remember the past, anticipate the future, and celebrate the present. Those are sweet moments. And so we feel really surrounded and supported, and there's something about feasting with friends. In a one of my favorite books is called Every Moment Holy. It's a collection of prayers for everyday, ordinary moments. And there's a prayer in here for feasting with friends. I'm gonna try to find it real quick while I'm talking to you. There's a line in here in this prayer that, okay, page 112, that just like stands out to me every time I read it. A couple of times we've had friends over and we have had a meal on the back deck and we've read this prayer together. To gather joyfully is indeed a serious affair. I love that start, like just even the contrast of like gathering joyfully is a serious business, like serious joy. Okay, to gather joyfully is indeed a serious affair, for feasting and all enjoyments gratefully taken are at their heart acts of war. And here's the next line. In celebrating this feast, we declare that evil and death, suffering and loss, sorrow and tears will not have the final word. I just love that. Anyways, I felt a little bit of that tonight. Like even, I love that picture of sitting in the joyful but serious affair of feasting with friends and like letting that joyous moment be like an act of war, that the brokenness of the world around us is not the end of everything. Like there's something more. And so even the simple act of enjoying good food and fellowship with people is declaring that there's more than brokenness. That'll get me fired up. Anyways, the animals seem to be very needy because they're like, you guys were gone all night. We want to play. So Ollie's got his raccoon. Harry's exploring the Christmas bins. And I need to take these bins back up to the 3rd floor where we'll store all of our Christmas storage stuff while we enjoy the season. As I think about this journey toward parenting and having a child in our lives, one of our friends asked tonight, what are we looking forward to most? And we talked about a lot of things, but I was thinking about after the fact. I've been thinking about, I look forward to telling our child the stories of God's goodness and hard things, and just I don't know, kind of that's ultimately what we like to do here on the Frey Life, is tell those stories. And thanks for tuning in, guys. As always,
We'll see you tomorrow.
see you tomorrow. Good night, Ollie, and good night to the poodle boy.